Good morning, children. How are you today? Guess what it is today? If yesterday was Monday, what is today? Oh, it's Tuesday. Well done. Morning, children. How are you? Are you fine? Good. Right, so we know it's Tuesday. Who do we say good morning to first? Yes, we say good morning to God. And do we have a special prayer? Should we have a change of prayer? Let Auntie Pam look at her sheet. Let's do the eyes one. I like the eye one because they can see everybody. Hey, right, hands together, eyes closed. Good morning, God. Thank you for today. Thank you for our mummies and daddies, our brothers and sisters, our friends at school. Help us to be good children. Help us, Lord, to use our eyes to see new friends. Open my ears to hear my teacher. Open my mind to learn new things. Let my heart remember you are near when I'm afraid. Help me to love others like you do. I want to shine your light so bright in my life. Thank you, Father, for all you provide. Amen. Wasn't that fun, girls and boys? I like that different song. Do you? A prayer. It wasn't a song, it was a prayer. It was very sweet, hey? Right, who's listening to me? Are you all out there listening to Auntie Pam? I hope so. Auntie Pam is finding this a very hard way of teaching. She likes to see you all and to hug you all and your bottoms when I need to. I don't smack bottoms, do I? No, Auntie Pam. Right. Okay, let's have a hug. We'll hug each other, okay? But when I call your name, I want you to get a big hug from Auntie Pam, okay? Chico, Corbin, Wendy, Matthew, Amaris, Byron, Konashi, Emmanuel, Ariel, Joel, Elaine, Mukundi, Nalia, Zavai, Tanya, Anno, and Darianne. Good morning, all my boys and girls. How are you all today? Are you good? Well done. Are you being good and helping mommy and doing good work for me? I need to see it. Send it in. I like to mark it and have, put a stamp on or put a star on if it's excellent. Good. Well done. You're so good. Right. And what is our color this week? Our color is green, isn't it? And it's not a half circle, it's a triangle. So we've got to do a green triangle. So remember, when you cut out your triangle, you've got to paint it green, okay? Green and a triangle. Right. And our number was yummy, yummy donuts. How many donuts did we have to make number? 8. 2 donuts stuck together makes number 8. Right. And how many fingers does make number 8? This is 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? 'Cause it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? The little finger on the right. But it was my dinner. You shouldn't have let it go. Hey, but I suppose suppose if it bit your finger, I'd let it go too, because if it was a tiger out of Kariba, they have teeth. Has anybody ever been to Kariba and done fishing and seen their daddy or themselves catch a tiger fish? And they have teeth. And if one of those bit my finger so, I think I would throw it back in, wouldn't you? Oh, they've got sharp razor teeth, and they probably would take a little nip at your finger. Oh, so that's what we're talking about today, is all the wonderful places you can go to in Zimbabwe. I was talking about them yesterday, wasn't I? Who's been to Kariba? Who's been on a houseboat or on a boat in Kariba and gone fishing and caught a bream or a tiger or a bass or a catfish or one of those things that blows up? What's that called? A bloater or something. And you're not allowed to touch them. I know, because they're poisonous or something. Who's been fishing? Have any of you been fishing? Oh, I hope so, because it's such fun. But also, if you don't fish, Auntie Pam doesn't fish. She doesn't like worms, and I can't get them on the hook because I can't touch them. They're all slimy. So I don't fish. But I still love going to Kariba. Why do I love going to Kariba? Because I can see wild animals. And there's always elephants and noisy hippos. Oh, yawning with their big mouths, aren't they? And what about who ate the monkey up the tree? Mr. Crocodile. Oh, have you seen a Mr. Crocodile? In Kariba, they're very, very big. You have to be very careful. I've seen some little ones about that big. And then I've seen some that are ginormous and look like they'll eat me in one mouth. Isn't that scary? But it's lovely going there. And how many of you have been to Victoria Falls? Now today we're going to colour Victoria Falls, and it's all white and blue and green, and there's water coming down here, and then there's the green here across here. You're going to colour Victoria Falls, and I want you to concentrate and colour it carefully. I don't want any scribbling, do I? But who's been to Victoria Falls? And you have to go, to be able to see the falls, you have to walk through the rainforest. Now, why do they call it a rainforest? It doesn't rain all the time in Victoria Falls, does it? Yes, Auntie Pam, in the rainforest, when the falls are flowing, lots and lots and lots of water going over. And do you know it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, which means it's a very, very special falls, waterfalls. And people come from all over the world. They fly straight into Victoria Falls just to see the falls. And to be able to see the falls, they've got to walk through what I was telling you, a thing called the rainforest. And the reason it's called a rainforest is because when the water falls, if you look here, it falls down. It's one of the highest falls in the world. And so the water drops thousands of feet down there. And then when it hits the water, it splashes up. And that's what makes the rainforest. It's the water coming off the falls. And as you walk along the path, you can get soaking wet. You have to take a raincoat. And it's sun shining and there's no black clouds for the rain. But because of the water going over the Victoria Falls and splashing down so hard and spraying up, you get soaking wet. And so there's a rainforest. It's very interesting. And the only time it doesn't rain is when there's been a bad drought, like last year. And everybody thought the Victoria Falls might dry up, but it didn't. But it was only a tiny little bit of water falling over the cliff. And so then the rainforest had no rain because there wasn't enough water to make the rain. Isn't that interesting? And have you been to the Victoria Falls? If not, you'll have to ask Mommy and Daddy. Maybe they'll take you one day. I'd like to go. I haven't been in a long time. But it's very expensive. But you never know. You might get to go, which would be lovely. So that's what you're doing today. Yesterday, you did your map your flag of Zimbabwe, didn't you? Well done. And you looked at your map of Zimbabwe and you found out where you live in Harare, and maybe Granny lives in Bulawayo, or maybe a friend lives in Kariba, or maybe an auntie lives in Matari, and the Victoria Falls is just over here on the edge. It's just on the edge of Zimbabwe, and it's in Zimbabwe and it's in Zambia, as the line goes through the middle of the Victoria Falls, the border. Remember I told you that these lines are our border lines, and this is Zambia, Botswana, South Africa, and Mozambique comes all the way up here. And those are the other countries that border our beautiful country. We have a beautiful, wonderful country. We've all got to remember that. Right, so have we done our number? We have done our number 8, and you're going to look for number 8s on the piece of paper. 2 donuts, remember? And we have done our shape. Our shape is a triangle, isn't it? We can make a triangle with our fingers. And our color is green for Zimbabwe because it's lovely to have green fields at the moment. The barley's in and the wheat's in. And if you drive around, you'll see green fields, which is very unusual for Zimbabwe. They're normally brown like the mealies, aren't they? Yes. Right, and then what's our new song? We're doing our flower garden song, aren't we? The farmer plants the seed, the farmer plants the seed. Hey ho, the dairy-o, the farmer plants the seed. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hey ho, the dairy-o, the sun begins to shine. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hey ho, the cheerio, the rain begins to fall. The plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hey ho, the cheerio, the plants begin to grow. The flowers smile at us, the flowers smile at us. Hey ho, the cheerio, the flowers smile at us. Right, let's do you remember the song that Auntie Robin's class did and we were practicing before we had to be closed down, about the dog with the long ears? He had these long ears like Auntie Pam's hair, see? And they wiggle to and fro. Do you remember it? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a regimental shoulder? Your ears. No, that's wrong, Auntie Pam. Put your glasses on. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you toss them over your shoulder like a regimental shoulder? Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? Can they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a regimental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Right, you got it right, Auntie Pam. That was a different one. Hey, we'll sing our flower one again tomorrow, and then maybe we'll do Miss Polly Had a Dolly. So if you remember to bring your dollies with you for circle time, and if Auntie Pam remembers tomorrow to do it, that's a big one. Right, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Have fun. Do your work. Don't watch too much TV. It's not good for you. I love you lots. Bye, kids.